YouTube. Just thought I would check in. During this winter weather problems and stuff like that. Drinking my morning goji berry tea. I've been watching videos on the internet. Turn this down. I gotta run the truck because I've been sitting for 19 freaking hours and the battery is low. But that, it is what it is. You know what I'm saying? What's going on, brother man? How's the weather up there where you're at? How are you guys doing? Are you staying safe? And I'll be honest with you, I just want to get on here and do I actually wanted to rant from it. And it just shows why this dictator wannabe wants to gut the Department of Education, because people are freaking, you don't know basic reality when it comes to what it's called weather forecast. It's not weather exact. I've seen a lot of videos, somebody's out there with measuring tape. Where's the snow at? Where's the snow at? And it's just straight up stupidity. They've got computer forecasts telling you, well, this might happen. If the weather comes, this might happen, and this might happen. So be prepared. A lot of folks are not being prepared. Oh, hey, Big Son, hold on. I can finally show that. Hey, I'm a Big Suns fan. Look. See the light? This is my Big Suns keychain. Well, my trucking keys on it. I always wanted to tell you that. Now you're here, you can see it. But this is just to let you know you didn't waste your money when you sent it to me. I use it. But it's so frustrating. And then it shows you how stupid, and yeah, I'm gonna go there, how stupid Northerners are. And actually, some of you, a lot of you truck drivers, I was watching on real time truck drivers going to the ditch because you flying through the ice. Do you not know below the Mason-Dixon line, those states are not prepared for what goes on in the northern states? They're not prepared for this. When they say they're going to salt, they're not salting. I remember in Tennessee, it was one year, the ice was about that thick. Trucks all over the place, and I'm doing 10 miles an hour trying to get to a safe haven. And I asked the lady, I said, ma'am, y'all don't salt the roads now? She said, baby, they just wait till the, let's see here. It's good to know. She said, baby, they just wait till it melts. That should tell you something. The company I work for, they told us it's mandatory at midnight if you're in these states. When the sun goes, mandatory when the sun goes down Friday, you need to be parked. It ain't really about day safety, it's about their equipment, because they know some dumb behind people gonna keep driving. Exactly. You thinking, I can drive in this? There's certain places, yeah, you can drive on ice. In Idaho. I remember one year I'm driving, I'm white knuckling this steering wheel. I'm like, oh my God, I'm gonna die. I'm doing like 10, 15 miles an hour. I'm like, oh my God. UPS blows by me like I'm standing still. That ice is so solid, it's more solid than the concrete. But down here, they're not prepared for this mess. It'll be cold, then it'll melt, then it'll be cold again. And oh, I can do it. And thank you for all y'all other knuckleheads that go out and wipe Walmart out. That's job security for me. Thank you. That's job security for me. Keep wiping out Walmart. Keep wiping out your local supermarket. Help the local economy. Y'all gonna return all those generators. Y'all gonna return them come Monday, Tuesday. But that's okay. I need to get one, but I almost got a hernia the last time I bought one. You know what I mean? But I'm just saying, they have computer generated, this might happen, this might happen. That's why it's called a forecast. We're giving you some type of information. Trucks. Yep. But see, hey, but that's what they get. That's what they get paid for. But they still not prepared, like the North is prepared. Before the storm hits, you can see. I've traveled in the mountains. There are salt trucks positioned in certain areas. They're positioned. They're already ready. They're already salting. They're already putting the chemicals down. They don't have that down here in the South. That's why I kept on rolling, because I knew it said Florida. Florida wasn't on the list. I'm sitting in Florida. I don't have no work. I got my last job done. But I'm sitting in Florida. I said, I'm going to keep on going. You know what I'm saying? I'm going to keep on going and get out of the snow zone or the ice zone or anything zone. You know what I mean? Because people get desperate. Because we get paid by the mile. I don't get paid to sit. So people get desperate. So either you're going to try to go for it and flip your truck. And now, you don't. I ain't even going to tell you what I was carrying, because I don't need to be telling business like that. But I was carrying something very expensive. You know what I mean? But the southern states are not prepared for an inch, a half an inch, a quarter of an inch of snow. They're not prepared for it, because that stuff melts and now it's wet, and then the cold air hits it again. Now guess what? It's black ice, stupid. No matter what state you come from, you can't come down here and say I can drive in it. If you do, you're an idiot. And I'll stand by, I'll go stand 10 toes down on that. Unless you're driving a fully loaded deuce and a half. And only military people know, unless you got tracks, and you're that heavy so you won't go sliding. I was sitting in traffic almost an hour because they couldn't. Yeah, that's another thing. It happened to me the other day. I grabbed the trailer that the brakes were locked up, and they loosened up, then they locked up again, and then I was out the gate. I literally had to drag the trailer until 2 of the tires exploded to a safe spot where the guy could fix it. I mean, these things happen. These new drivers that are coming on the scene, the new generation, I just happen to be a little bit of the older generation. I just happen to be, right? Um, and this is not for the super truckers. The super trucker knows what he can do and what he can't. Like my friend Charles, he's a super trucker. He's trying to get home. He was trying to get home, and I said, just be careful. He said, yeah, man. But if I see it, if it's not gonna happen, I'm pulling over. That, you see what I'm saying? People are eating up all the, and you see like a lot of videos where the people are eating up all of that. They were eating up all of the stuff they bought before the storm hit. Because they did say it was slow moving. And see, when your state gets embarrassed, when your state gets embarrassed from another storm, everybody kind of takes it more serious. So, well, it didn't show up. Well, thank you, Jesus. The storm didn't go as bad as you thought it was going to be. I don't need no busted pipes. Think about it. Come on, guys. I mean, I'm just, I'm trying to be as blunt as I possibly can. You know what I mean? So, like, I'm not drinking coffee this morning. I got one of my goju berry TikTok. It's supposed to clean your system out tea. And see, what's it say? Yeah, I'm trying to tell you, let it pass. If you see me getting over in the fast lane, and see, this is what gets me. I see, because of my training. I'm not saying I'm the greatest driver. I'm not. But it's called the Smith system. As a truck driver, I'm supposed to be looking at least a mile or two ahead what's going to go on there. So if you're behind me and you spot me put my blinker on, I'm seeing something 2 miles down the road that's going to cause a problem. I put my blinker on, everybody behind me shoots over in that lane and guns it. And then guess what they do? They jump right in front of me. Why couldn't you just let me over? Why couldn't you just let me over, stupid? Good morning. Hey, y'all, watch out for trolls, because I'm using YouTube. I'm coming from on YouTube because I just, I want to try it out, but it's doing both. It's doing both, and this is when the trolls wake up. And and this just this is just a but see, you got to learn how to respect some stuff, some folks. Just like, hey, look, oh yeah, I'm sorry. I'm blind as a bat. I respect nurses. I respect nurses. I done had 3 operations. I had a hole in my bladder. I actually had diverticulitis, so they had to cut out a part of my small intestine. 2 hernia operations, and the people and the doctor nice and gentle with me as you couldn't even imagine. I remember I when I woke up from the first operation, that's before this robotic stuff started. I was cut from that right there, all the way down, and because he had to look for the hole, and they had me stapled up, and I had to move. I had to move, and each day I had to get up and walk with those staples in me. Oh my God, that was some unbelievable pain. Good morning, good morning. Hey, I bring it. How you? Oh my God, how you doing up there? How you doing up there in the north? I know y'all hunkered in. Y'all are hunkered in. Hope you guys doing okay. I told the wife, look, just hang tight till Tuesday. I told the wife, hang tight till Tuesday. See, because we live, my driveway is a hill. My whole my whole front yard and backyard is nothing but is slanted. I'm working to level out certain areas of my lawn, but it's slanted. So if we get any bit of ice, you're not getting out of there anyway. Yeah, I mean, really, you're not. So I told her, I said, hey, relax. I even turned the heat up. She's like, it's hot in here. No, I'm not worrying about you. I'm worried about my pipes. I can turn my heat up, but I turned it down a little bit, but I'm going to leave it there. I can turn my heat up from my phone. She never bothered to get the app. So, it's traveling. I'm looking at the map. It's traveling slow. And they were like, where's it at? Where's it at? Because you expecting, like, oh, they said it's going to be here at 6 o'clock. How stupid can you be? And they were like, well, the storm must be black because it's already late. Really? Really, bro? It ain't on time. I would rather, and I'm just talking me, I would rather this be but it's not. But it ain't as bad. It'll do that much damage to Texas like that last one did. I'd rather it be a whole lot less than they talking about than what they than the worst case scenario. You know what I mean? I was in the northwest Chicago. I think that's where I brought this load from. Yeah, DeKalb, Illinois. I brought this load from DeKalb, Illinois. It was cold up there. I woke up in the middle of the night and this truck like, it took almost 2 hours to get the heat going. It took almost 2 hours. I was like, yo, why my truck driver? I got to be an effing idiot. Oh man. That's why, bro, big sons, I'm gonna do some leveling. I got some my lawn is patchy as heck, but that's we're working on that this year. But I'm gonna do some leveling in the back. I'm gonna buy a load of topsoil and do some leveling and clean up some more leaves. I just didn't have no time. And the thing is, see, a lot of people don't realize the southern states aren't built for this. They're not built for the. What's regular cold to you guys in the north is extreme cold for the people in the south. A lot of these houses are built, their pipes on the out, they're right on the outside, they're installed on the outside wall. In the north, it's not like that. The hot water heater is in the south is in the garage. In the north, it's inside the house. My hot water heater is in my garage. You see what I'm saying? So you got to be a little bit more prepared. You got to be a little bit more. And everybody say, what you got? One guy's yelling, screaming, you got a whole pallet of milk. What you going to do? Well, guess what? I'm going to eat cereal for another fucking month. You know, I'm a type 2 diabetic. But I got cases of Frosted Flakes cereal because they were damaged on a run. I'm not throwing them away. I got cases of Frosted Flakes cereal. I got cases of American Deli cups. I drink my coffee. I always take a sleeve and drink my coffee. I got to-go boxes up there. That's my plates when I eat food. I'm like, thank you. I'll use it. I remember one 18-wheeler, anytime you pull up to a truck stop or anywhere and you see a refrigerator or a truck backed up to a dumpster, I always walk over and take a look. Hey, what's going on, fellas? Oh, we got to throw this. What is it? All right, I'll take some. Hey, thank you. Free. I had cases of salad, cases of ice cream, cases of artisanal bread. I've gotten cases of protein drinks, meat, vegetable lasagna. Look, I take that stuff home if I can. If not, I'll give it to somebody else. You know, hey, you want some of this? Oh, thank you. You know, I'm just saying. But we need to be a little bit more prepared. Exactly. So if you get extreme temperatures, you got to work on what do I need to do? Get a space heater? No, or something. Wrap it up, something. And they were saying in Texas, don't drip your water, but no, let the pipes explode. Really? I'd rather pay a high water bill. I told the wife, if it starts getting in the 20s, start dripping all anything that's got a valve on it. we were always taught in the North, let your pipes drip so they don't freeze up. And even a plumber was saying, open all your cabinet doors, open all the doors in the house. Open all the doors in the house. What I'm going to do, I've been saying it for years, but I need to do it. There is my fireplace isn't a real fireplace. It's one of those for show. It don't heat nothing. But they sell these cast iron metal plates that you can put on the back, inside the back, and on the sides, which would radiate the heat. I'm gonna buy one year and see if that does anything. Um, Also, the wife was saying, what happens if I got no way to cook anything. I said, yeah, you do, but you don't come out and watch me do anything. I got it's about that wide, that tall, and I've got 2 propane tanks out in the garage that you just twist the end onto the connector onto the machine, turn on the tank, and it is a freaking, and it's got a timer and everything. It's a broiler. You make those fancy steaks, and she's got steaks all in it. You cook steaks, hamburgers, chicken. It's like a grill. It's a grill. You cook all that stuff right there. I just said open the garage door and cook it right there. We've got a the big pot that we use for deep frying turkeys. We got a grill in the back, a charcoal all over, bags of charcoal. I've got like 10 bags of charcoal I brought home because one truck got in an accident and flipped over, and it was full of charcoal. I brought that home. I'm like, oh, thank you. So you can, but you got to be prepared. You know what I mean? Exactly. It's always, even if this doesn't pan out, you still was prepared. You still was prepared. When I go home, I'm going home in about a week and a half. I need to look for my main valve for my for the house water. I just got to make sure I know where it is, just in case, so I can tell her if something goes down. You always got to be prepared. I guess it's called adulting. You always got to be prepared. I'd rather it not happen than it really happen, because our society nowadays cannot survive more than a couple of days. We can't survive more than a couple of days without all of this regular stuff. That's why I listen to all you folks that be growing stuff. I'm looking. I gotta make. I like to make sure that my Amazon account is down to 0. Then I'm gonna buy 2 packs of the starter planters, and it's got a USB light. I'm bringing them on the truck, and I'm gonna be doing that on this seat right here, and then I'm gonna order some of the heirloom seeds, and I'm gonna start growing some stuff. I'm gonna start learning how to do some of this stuff, because stuff's going down the wrong path around here, guys. You know what I mean? Stuff's going down the wrong path. Talk to Mike's Chaotic Garden. He is a beast when it comes to that hydroponics, man. He's a beast. And the reason is he it's the he where he, I think he's up there north of where Prince used to live, somewhere in Minnesota or something. You know what I mean? He a beast when it comes to that mess. I'm, you know what? I'm thinking about doing it because I watch a lot of gardening folks, but it's something to do. Like right now, I done slept so much my back hurts. That's why I did a video. I was like, I ain't no, you know, I did a video. Like yesterday, look, when y'all look on my channel, right over here, which is the driver's side window, I'm in the back, butt ass naked, like I got time off, blah, 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 blah. And the truck is going, I'm like, what the hell? And I looked up, and there's a freaking helicopter right there. And the TV shows don't make it, it doesn't, TV and other videos does not prepare you for what really goes on. That guy dropped down. The two other guys, the pilot stayed in there. The two other guys got out with the gurney, walked around the back of the truck and probably went that way. And like I said, I didn't feel like getting dressed because I was steady filming. What I think happened, because I Google mapped it, there is a campground back here. And it was an older white gentleman. I think something happened that they know when they called that life flight, you got to get to the hospital ASAP. And it took them about 5 minutes, but they probably brought him, the ambulance probably brought him around the corner. They made sure he was, secure and stable enough to be moved. They moved him on there, and then they walked him back to the thing. Oh, okay. They walked him back to the thing and put him in. It was so professional. And when that sucker took off, you felt it. That, boy, that's some power. I mean, that when, and he, the blades were going so fast. Now that I've seen it, I'm like wondering, is that fake or whatever? No, the camera can't keep up with how fast the blades are going. So it just looks like the blades have stopped. And I was looking at it through my phone, and the phone is showing me the blade stop, but I'm looking above it, and I'm like, wow, that is crazy. Hey, Mike just came in. Those plants are not scrawny. I bring it. Mike's got some Godzilla plants. Mike's got some Godzilla plants. But when that thing took off, but back to what I was saying, when that thing took off, you felt it in your chest. You could see that power that was behind that daggone helicopter. And I was like, yo, bro. And the one guy, he came around, he checked all the doors. It was very professional, like it was military precision. And that sucker, it said, boom. I said, yo. And I was like, well, that's another check mark in the stuff I've seen out on the road. I said, that is another check mark of stuff I've seen out on this road. I said, I thought I've seen everything. And see, you see this gray? This gray tell you something. Soon as I see it ain't possible to get to move, I'm pulling my goofy butt over. I'm pulling over. There was one time in the video, I think it was yesterday, I hit something, and y'all heard me. Well, no, not yesterday, but Friday. I said, oh, shit. I grabbed the wheel both, because normally I'm driving one hand. I grabbed, oh, shit. And I'm like, whoa, ho. And then it started calculating in my head, do I need to pull over or what? I said, do I need to pull over or what? You know, I was like, okay, I'm probably not gonna make it, but no, I made it. Got rid of my load and everything. I'm going this morning on my. See, I'm starting to set up. I'm starting to get a little bit more comfortable with this truck. I got a 32-inch TV. I got to look for the mounting bolts. Hold up. I got a mount back there, and I don't watch regular TV, but there's a place where you can hook up to the antenna. There must be an antenna somewhere built into the truck, and but I'm going to see if I can. Not. I'm just gonna hook up and watch YouTube on it on a bigger screen, or we have a DVD player and got a whole bunch of DVDs. I'm gonna bring a whole bunch with me, and I'll just be watching that and fall asleep to it. The action movie. You know, action movie. I looked in the there's 3 exercises that I'm gonna be trying to do that I can see it's possible to do in this truck, because I don't have much room. But I'm gonna start doing those. It's supposed to help with your blood sugar levels. It's this muscle, but there's a muscle behind your calf, next to the bone. That muscle, if you just like, see how I'm sitting right here and I lift my feet up and do tippy toes, I'm actually exercising that muscle. That muscle, they say, it sucks up, it loves carbohydrates or sugar. It'll pull it out of your bone. So anytime you do that one, so they've got this one where you're standing and you're squatting and you're lifting up, and you lift up your tippy toes. So I'm gonna start doing those to do that muscle. I keep on saying it, but I gotta stand by it. What? That's what's going on up there in the north, where you're at? Then, first of all, ICE, these people that work for ICE they're not police. If that's what you're talking about, they're not police. They just hired anybody. Real cops know the law. They're pulling over police. They better not come to my neighborhood with that. I'm not going to broadcast what I own, but they better not come to my neighborhood with that. I already learned I'm not coming outside my door. I'm not coming out my house. Well, the sad part is the American people voted for this bullshit. And they're paying for it now. Cops are being accosted, guns pointed to their head. You go ahead and do that in New York. Go ahead and do that in New York City. Them cops are spiteful. They will find you. Go ahead and do that in New York. I dare you. I double darn dare you. I double darn dare you to do that in New York. Them cops will find you and arrest all them suckers. I'm telling you. But they voted this fool in. This guy's going to start World War III. And we're going to be the ones paying for it. We're going to be the ones paying for it for God knows how long. It's scary, bro. It's scary. I never thought the United States would turn into this fascist state. Yeah, I can believe it, man. I can believe it. It's scary, man. I'm almost ready to retire. Not ready to retire, but retire from this, and then be like, start my lawn care. But ain't nobody want to deal with this foolishness. Wow. They're not gonna happy till the National Guard gets orders to force them out, and then everywhere they go, the police show up, SWAT teams and whatever, and they'll have a shootout. They're not gonna be happy till that happens. We already know the Proud Boys are a part of. They got hired on. You don't think nobody sees this bullshit? You can survive off of a one piece of chicken, a piece of broccoli, or tortilla. That's Mexican. Y'all kicking all them out. Who's gonna make it? Who's gonna make them tortillas? Make it make sense, man. Make it make sense. That's all I'm saying. Make it make sense. And then you got these new folks. These new folks. Well, I get more work working for the Russians. I work for the Russians. That was one of the jobs. I didn't know. I didn't know no better. I'd never do that mess again. MGR. That company is the MGR, the crooks. I work for them. You're allowed. Oh, let me show you something. This is a tablet. But it records my driving. It records me sitting right now. I'm in my sleeper berth. Been sitting for 20 hours. I'm allowed a certain amount of driving. And after that, I got to stop. Them Russians, they'll erase that and start you over from. No. My license is my life. If he goes martial law, he's gonna start a civil war. He's gonna start a civil war. And you see it coming because he got rid of all of the generals and admirals, the guys that's been there for decades, that already said, I support the Constitution. I don't support a dictator wannabe. He got rid of all of them. He's got all these people that's gonna seek Heil and do all this bullshit. And all y'all voted for this. Not y'all in the chat. All you other idiots voted for this. Because y'all are seeing that y'all gonna lose over the decades, you're going to lose power. Other people are, I voted for him because you voted for him because you didn't want a black woman in authority. You voted for him. You didn't want a black middle that's half Jamaican, half Native. That's what you didn't want. We don't want another Obama. Well, we were more prosperous under Obama than these other fools. Make it make sense. They didn't have to lie. You didn't have to lie. We're in a trucker recession. I used to make decent money over the road. I used to make decent money. I'm struggling like a mother. Just stay positive. Because my life has changed. You know what I mean? I'm struggling. I'm struggling bad. And so tomorrow, I'm actually going to talk about what I've done to work on or get out of my depression, because I seen this lady on TikTok. You could see in her face. She said, you know, she was depressed. I sent her a message. You still are. I can see it. You still are. And I'm just going to send some stuff that I learned that helps me. You know, that helped me. And that's funny. If you notice, you don't hear too many rants because I'm happy. I'm in a better mood, even though all hell is breaking loose everywhere. You know what I mean? I survived COVID. While all y'all were hiding in your house, I was on the road. Yo, I was out here. I made more money then than I'm doing now. This is crazy, bro. It's crazy. But it is what it is. Every time I go do a live, I gotta spit. Jesus. I got buttons I want to press. Let me see. I want to press this button. What this? No, we ain't gonna do that. Leave that alone. Maybe it's because I'm drinking this goji berry, TikTok goji berry tea. That's supposed to get you a boner and you live longer and you can run 20,000 miles a day. You're like, all right, yeah, that's real bullshit. Sorry. Oh man, I think I'm gonna run the heat. Give me some good heat in here for a minute, and but I'm expecting to do a 34 sitting in this parking lot. I know they not moving. I checked the weather. I looked at my camera on the garage. It's trickling, but that's in the temperatures at 30 up there where we live. So that's not good. That means the ice coming. They don't ice. They don't salt the roads. They don't give a flip. Stay home. If you're in the area, you know that the DOT don't do nothing for your roads. Stay home. If you really don't have to be out in this mess, stay home. You know what I mean? Stay the heck home, because you'll complicate stuff. Me, I'm gonna cook me two burgers, get online, watch some of y'all videos. Look, Mike, you see my smiley face on your videos. I had time. I'm on YouTube and Mike's here. I go, oh, hey, there go Mike. Hey, Mike. And I'm like, I'm going to give him a smiley face. I had time, you know. If you got time, check out each other. If you got time, support each other. If you got time. You know, most people, you know, why don't you check out my videos? From the words of the from the words of the immortal. I'm trying not to laugh. I forgot her name. I forgot her name. From the words of the immortal, all-knowing, all-powerful Urban Garden Chronicles, the reason why I don't check out your channel is because you boring. Oh, man, I'm not calling y'all boring, but that, I remember she said that. That was so funny. From the immortal Urban Garden Chronicles, and I can't give y'all the Jamaican accent that went with it. You boring. Ross Clyde, Bumble Clyde, you boring. Oh shoot. He died. Oh no, I'll be first to tell you. I'll be boring. I'll be running off on a tangent. I'll be driving. And what about them Yankees? Hey, it ain't for you, it's for me. I'm waking up. And then when I get tired of me mumbling, okay, guys, God bless, deuces. God bless, live long and prosper. See you tomorrow. Look. When you start to use stuff for your benefit, I ain't getting paid for YouTube, but I'm using it for my benefit. If it's gonna make me happy, if it's gonna make me smile for a few minutes, now I got the giggles. If it's gonna make me look, especially being an empath, I need that. If I start my day positive and start my day on the right note, I'm gonna be good for the rest of the day. I'm gonna be good. Because when you start on a positive note, that's what... Man, you're making me hungry. You're making me hungry. See, that's why when you so far north, like, they already got the road salted and prepared and cleaned and everything. That's why, look, like, okay, see you tonight. But the South ain't ready for that. The South ain't ready for it. I love the onions. Now you're making me hungry. I was like, okay, well, what can I cook? I got steak in the bank, but I don't feel like... Still got them hamburgers, so I think I need to keep... I'm gonna do... I done got it down to... It's 8 minutes. 8 minutes, and then I'm ready for my hamburger. So I'm probably do 2 hamburgers and about two hamburgers, 2 hot dogs, and that's it. My wife be like, "What's your side?" I'm gonna have 2 hamburgers and a side of 2 hot dogs. That's what I'm gonna have. All right, guys. I just thought I'd come up for a minute. Made shrimp and broccoli for yesterday. I know that's right. I know that's right. All right, guys. I'm gonna start mumbling right now, so I just thought I'd come up for a minute. I'm gonna start the truck back up and run it for an hour. Give me some good heat up in here. I'm in Florida on I-10, so they're probably freezing. It's 54 degrees. He probably called out the National Guard. It's 54 degrees in Florida. I know the shrimp sounding good right about now. But I'm at a Exxon gas station or whatever, so you know it is what it is. You be naked as well, Mike. I was butt ass naked in the back earlier. I said, let me put some clothes on. Because I was reading, some person said it's healthy to sleep naked. Yeah, it's healthy for me. I would scare anybody that see me. Oh, man. All right, but you guys stay safe. If you ain't got to go out, don't go out. Just stay safe. I'll see you guys tomorrow. We're going to be talking about a whole lot of nothing. And I thank you for coming in and being a part of my live. And I let you know you're well greatly appreciated. And as always, you don't think nobody loves you. Know that I love you and God loves you. Y'all have a blessed Sunday. And thank you, Jesus, and all that stuff. We see y'all later. Hopefully I hit the right button here. We'll see. Hold on. Yep. Catch you later. Deuces.